Welcome back in your sports news. The Carling Knockout takes centre stage this weekend with the semi-finals taking place on Saturday and Sunday. Richards Bay FC are up against Stellenbosch FC, while Amazulu take on TS Galaxy. Two interesting matches, and for more, let's talk to Mandla Masango, former Kaizer Chiefs winger. Mandla, welcome to The Full View. It's an exciting time for South African football. A lot going on, and we didn't expect that there would be this quartet of teams in the semi-finals, but that's where we find ourselves. Your take on the four teams that have made it this far in the Carling Knockout?
Hi, how are you doing? And good evening to the viewers at home. Getting back to the Carling Knockout Cup, I think it's good for South African football to have a variety of teams getting into the semi-finals and trying to win the Carling Knockout trophy. So it's good for South African football, and I'm happy for the teams that are currently in the semi-finals, and I wish them all the best.
Mandla, is this a case of the big guns not taking the tournament seriously, or were they caught cold? Because it seems like certain clubs have capitalized and they now stand a chance to be very well rewarded, while a few of let's call them the favorites, dropped by the wayside early in the tournament.
I think it shows the quality of the teams that are currently in the semi-finals. They've worked their socks off to get to where they are, and it's good for South African football. Also shows that it's growing slowly but surely, and it gives the opportunity to the four teams in the semi-finals a chance to win this Carling Knockout trophy.
Well, yeah. So the Carling Knockout, it's been rebranded, but it's nonetheless still a prestigious cup to win. We had the likes of Richards Bay knocking out Orlando Pirates, TS Galaxy, they took care of Sundowns, and Amazulu took care of Chiefs. So right there, the big three in the country out of this prestigious tournament. For them, that's a big deal that they're missing out. But for the likes of Richards Bay, TS Galaxy, they have this weekend all to themselves and all the focus is on them, and they can use that to their advantage, can't they, in terms of promoting their teams?
Yes, they have to take this opportunity to win the Carling Knockout Cup, but also even though the other teams are not currently in the semi-finals, but they also stand a chance to play again for another trophy on the 6th of January, where they can get to be selected to partake in the Carling All-Star team. So everyone is a winner, and especially teams like Chiefs, Sundowns, Pirates, and the other teams that have been knocked out. They have a chance to redeem themselves, especially the players. And also the MTC guys, they have a chance to rub shoulders with their role models.
Well, tell us now, how hard is it for these clubs like your Richards Bay, your Stellenbosch, your TS Galaxy to establish themselves on the footballing landscape in South Africa, to create followings, to get a buzz behind them, to have a cup run, and to potentially win over new supporters? Can that happen in South Africa, or are our fans too much entrenched in the usual suspects, the big three, so to speak?
Didn't get you. Can you please just repeat the question?
No, what I was saying is that the smaller teams have a chance now to establish themselves, but how difficult is it for them to build up their followings when our supporters in this country are so entrenched in who they support, and regardless of whether these teams getting to semi-finals, they're still not going to switch allegiance. But Richards Bay, Stellenbosch FC, that's what they need. They need to grow the club. They need to grow the supporter base.
This competition gives them that platform to grow as clubs and also it gives the supporters the courage to come out in numbers and support the respective clubs that are currently in the semi-finals. And also for the fact that most of the teams, they are young teams and they haven't long been in the big stages. So this is an opportunity for the supporters to show that they can grow and they can take these teams to the next level.
Mandla Masango, thank you so much for talking to us. I'm going to bring Katlego Mpela, a former Bafana striker, into the conversation. Katlego, your take on the semi-finals this weekend. We've got a few teams in the mix that Mandla say can use this wisely to enhance their profiles. What do you think of Richards Bay versus Stellenbosch FC? It's an exciting matchup, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's an exciting one. Like Mandla said, so-called small teams, they've taken out big teams, and for them to be here, it means they've done quite really well. So we're looking for an exciting match tomorrow, and especially there's a lot of youngsters involved in this match. So for them to be given the opportunity to showcase their talent in this competition, it's massive for South African football.
And then Katlego, I suppose all the pressure now rests on Amazulu, being one of the more established sides left in the competition. They've got to see off TS Galaxy on Sunday. They've got to face off against them. That's not a very simple encounter for them at all, is it?
No, it's not going to be easy, especially when they're playing at home and the expectations are high for them. I think Amazulu is one of the oldest clubs in the country, so they need to prove it. And also, then they haven't won a trophy in 30 to 31 years, I don't know, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a long time, and the fact that they're playing at home, they're playing KZN, and everyone is expecting them to deliver this trophy to this province.
Now, let's talk about some of the coaches. We've got Steve Barker, we've got Caetano Tambo. These are coaches that need the silverware in their resume, in their CVs, and they're very capable in taking teams further. Katlego, who do you think's taking that in the battle of the minds on Saturday?
I'm leaning towards Steve Barker here because of he's been there, done it. So, and I think he deserves some silverware with the contribution he has made into South African football. But also you have Caetano who won trophies with Super Sports, but not as a head coach, obviously, as an assistant. So it's going to be an interesting one. But I would really love to see Mr. Barker winning something because of as I said, the contribution he has contributed into this South African football.
Well, let's bring Mandla back in. Mandla, let's look at Sunday's fixture, Amazulu versus TS Galaxy. From a coaching perspective, Mandla's gone. Well, I'm going to talk to Katlego then. Katlego, from a coaching perspective, Sunday's match, what does that present? We've got Amazulu, we've got TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy looking a little bit more settled, I'd say.
Yeah, yes, as I said, it's going to be a tricky one. TS Galaxy they have the experience of winning a trophy. As I said, Amazulu has won a trophy in 32 years. And TS Galaxy at this moment, they're playing quite exciting football. Amazulu have been on and off. So it's the semi-final. Hopefully both teams will come to the party and try to show that they're an exciting football.
Now, is it disrespectful to talk about some of these clubs as minnows? Richards Bay, Stellenbosch FC, they've got the resources behind them. Not really minnows. Maybe they need this trophy just to announce themselves on the South African footballing landscape, as opposed to being those plucky underdogs. These are teams that have futures, don't they?
Yeah. As I said, for them to be here in the semi-final, like beating the so-called big teams, it's an opportunity for them to make a name for themselves. To be written in the history of South African football, and then to show people that they can compete against the best and not being called minnows all the time. So it's the platform, this is a space for them to prove it.
Katlego Mpela, former Bafana striker, thank you so much for being with us. Carling knockout this weekend, exciting times ahead, and 4 teams in the mix in the semi-finals. Who'd have thunk it? But they're all in it with a chance to win this very prestigious competition.